All right, so welcome everyone. My name is Beck Barlow and I'm really excited to be presenting to you today about managing your emotions and your sleep naturally. So we're going to cover some really exciting natural solutions that are really helpful and are going to hopefully change your life in the same way that they've changed mine. So a little bit about me. You probably picked up from my accent. I'm an Australian. I am the mum of a family of 6, so I've got 4 amazing kids. We homeschool our children, my husband and I, so there's a couple of photos of him up there. This is him here or here or here. And the reason we do that is 4 years ago, we started traveling full time. And once we started, it was going to be a 2-year plan, but it actually just kept rolling on. And so in that time, we've traveled most of Australia in a bus, motorhome. And then also last year we were able to go and live in Canada and the US for about 6 months. And so it's really incredible and I'm excited to be able to travel more in the future. At the moment settled on the Gold Coast, but not really sure how long that will be for before we get the travel bug again. So welcome. Thank you for dedicating the time to this. I'm really excited that you have decided to put aside this time for yourself. So I love to travel. I love coffee. Absolutely. My team and all my friends know that I really love coffee. I love to connect with my team. It's one of my favorite things to do. My team are like family to me. So my doTERRA team are just incredible. They're amazing people and they drive me to be a bigger and better leader. And there's so much love as well that gets passed around and we love them. So we'd love to teach about essential oils. So when we went to Canada and the USA and all around Australia and often online, this is always our goal is to teach more people about essential oils and how they can use them in their life. I am what's known as a diamond leader with doTERRA. So that means I'm one of the top leaders in doTERRA. Been doing this since actively building a business since 2016 and reached the rank of diamond in 2017. Now what that means for my family is that we are able to have doTERRA as our sole income. My husband was able to give up his traditional business in 2017, which was really running him dry. And we were able to just completely work on doTERRA together. And I would even say as a family, the kids pitch in and help as well, which is amazing. And we've got a global team. So as I mentioned, we've met people from all over the place and we support them from wherever we are, sometimes in person, and we will go and do workshops and classes in person, and other times that support will be online like I'm doing now. So really, really excited to be able to share this with you. So I am also a life coach. So I became a certified life coach last year, and that has added a whole new level to who I am and what I do. And I'm also a business mentor and I'm all about natural wellness. So that's a little bit about me. There I am with my husband Carl and our 4 amazing kids, getting very big now. All right, so I'm assuming that the people who come onto this aren't going to know a lot about essential oils. So we're going to cover the basics, which I think is going to be really helpful for you. And then we're going to cover a few specific uses for essential oils in your life to help you with your mood and with your sleep. So first of all, what's an essential oil? So an essential oil is a natural aromatic compound and it's extracted from plants and has amazing benefits for us in our bodies. So essential oils are natural, they're safe, they come from so many different plants. They come from the roots, the stems, the flowers, the bark, the wood, the leaves, all different parts of the plant. So there you've got a peppermint leaf under magnification. And you can see these sacs on the peppermint leaf. That's actually containing essential oil, those sacs. So it's naturally found in the plant. And then it's either steam distilled or cold pressed. So steam distilled means it's had steam run through the plant matter and the essential oil is separated off from the water that results from that. And cold pressed, especially for our citrus oils, means that it's basically just got pressure put on it and the essential oil comes out due to that pressure. So very pure, very clean process. So they are absolutely supercharged, our essential oils. They're really, really potent, and we need to remember that when we're using them, and I'll teach you a little bit about that. But they are 50 to 70 times more powerful than the herb that it came from. And 1 drop of peppermint oil is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. They're extremely affordable. It's anywhere from 2, 3, 4 cents a drop up to more expensive oils might still run, in the higher, towards $1 per drop, depending on the essential oil. But they're all different prices, and the reason for that is that the plant matter that they came from cost different prices, and the distillation process may have a higher yield where it creates more essential oil or creates an essential oil quite easily from a certain plant or fruit. And then there are low yield oils which are quite difficult to create. So yeah, they are definitely very, very affordable. Just 1 or 2 drops is a dose. So that's me sitting on top of a mountain above Lake Louise in Canada. It's a bit of a smoky day, but that blue lake there is Lake Louise, and you can see the hotel down there. And I'm just breathing in some balance. That was an incredibly challenging hike, and I was supporting my body there with some calming and beautifully grounding essential oils that we find in our blend called Balance. So next up, quality. Quality is so important when it comes to essential oils. We have so many grades of essential oils in the world, and I don't want you to think that you can run out and grab some different brand of essential oils and that you'll have the same safety or the same results that you would have with a doTERRA essential oil. So oils contain hundreds of different compounds in them, and they're able to combat threats in our body, which are amazing. Nature produces it, it meets our body's needs, and the body is then able to do amazing things. So rather than covering up the symptoms, we're actually helping the body to have the right tools to heal itself from that root cause of whatever's causing the issue or the challenge in our health. So you can see there a cell, and you can see that essential oils are actually able to pass through the cell membrane. So here you've got the essential oil, and it's just a bit of an image there representing it crossing into the cell. Outside of the cell, we've got threats, in our bloodstream and in our body, and the essential oils are definitely able to address those. But the essential oil is also able to address things at a cellular level inside the cell as well, and that makes them incredibly powerful and in our body. If you ever want to look up some science on it, you can totally do that. I'm going to give you some links later to have a look if you like to do your own research. I love to support people doing their own research. I think that's really powerful. I think it's really important that you just don't just take what I say as being the truth, but that you find it out for yourself. And I love to empower people to find out what is true. So we've got different grades of oils. Sorry, lost where I was for a second there. Okay, so we've got different grades of oils in the world. First of all, synthetic. Now, these can be labeled as fragrance oils, but the problem is they can also be labeled as essential oils. They are 100% synthetic. They are toxic. They're chemical fragrances, and they're found in shampoos, lotions, perfumes, air fresheners. These guys are really bad for our bodies. They are petroleum based, so from a basis of coming from petroleum based products. They are created in a lab. They are 100% fake, and they are wreaking havoc in our body. We now know how much damage synthetic scents are doing to our systems, and it's really not good at all. Secondly, you've got food grade essential oils. So these are used in to flavour cookies, to flavour salad dressings, chewing gum, even soft drinks use different grades of essential oil to flavour them. So these are of differing qualities, often not pure. Yeah, it's just the way that our processed food world has gone. Then we've got therapeutic. So these are the oils that you might see in health food shops and those sorts of things. It means, sorry, I'll rewind. My brain's jumping ahead a little bit, but these are completely unregulated. And what that means is that it can say 100% pure on the bottle, but please don't let that lead you to believe that they are. I've just been to an amazing convention where I got to listen to a man who did his doctorate or his PhD purely in the adulteration of essential oils. And he is an expert at finding adulteration in essential oils. And he has stated very boldly and very proudly that essential oils are about 90% of them, 9 out of 10 on our market today, are adulterated in some way. So that means that these oils are not pure, even though they are labelled as pure. And what can this mean? It can actually have the opposite effect on your body. It can cause damage. It can give you headaches. It can make you feel awful. It can cause skin reactions, all kinds of things, and can even disrupt our hormonal system. So please don't believe everything that you read on the label. There is no regulation happening in the essential oil world. So these oils may not give you any health benefits either. So if you have tried essential oils before, but you have not tried doTERRA, keep an open mind. There are many people that I've spoken to who tried essential oils, sometimes even for years, and they just thought that that was the limit that essential oils were able to offer them, that they could do a little but not a lot. And then they tried doTERRA and their world was changed. So let me just say that, yeah, if you haven't tried doTERRA yet, definitely it's something to look forward to for you. So doTERRA have their own grade, CPTG, Certified Pure Tested grade here in Australia, or in the US it's Certified Pure Therapeutic grade. And the reason doTERRA have their own standard is, like I said earlier, the essential oil industry doesn't really have a standard. And this means that adulteration is just rife throughout the industry. Purity is not a focus. Profit is a focus for many, many companies, and they can make more money if those essential oils are adulterated. So doTERRA, without a doubt, are pure. They contain only the natural aromatic compounds from the plant. They don't contain any artificial ingredients. There are no fragrances. There are no fillers. There's nothing that shouldn't be in there. No pesticides, no harmful chemicals, no toxic impurities. doTERRA is the most tested brand of essential oils on the market. Every single batch that is sold is tested 54 times. So with 54 different tests before it is on sold to us. So this is massive. And if anybody else in the essential oil industry is doing this, then please show us. But doTERRA is the #1 essential oil company in the world. They sell the most essential oils of anybody else. And the reason is because they're trusted and they're safe. So if you want to find out some more about our testing, you can just go to source2u.com. So that's just written there on the site. So if you've got a pen and paper, just quickly note that down. You can even put in a serial number on the bottle into this, and it will come up as the testing that's been done, and you can actually read the test yourself to guarantee that these oils are pure. They are potent. So just because an essential oil is pure doesn't mean that it's going to work in the body the way we want it to. doTERRA only pick the species of plant that's going to give the most benefit to our body. They also pick the best countries where those plants grow in order to give us the most potency for our oils. So one example is our cardamom oil. Cardamom is a beautiful oil and really great for digestion, and also really great for supporting our airways. Now, doTERRA could have picked cardamom from one location where it was really great for digestion. I can't talk digestion, but it didn't have a great profile for helping our respiratory health. And then another location had a great profile for helping our respiratory health, but not our digestion. So doTERRA actually found a location where cardamom grows, and it has a chemical profile that supports both our stomachs and our breathing. And so all of this is really important based on where the crop is grown that the essential oil is sourced from. So that gives us maximum potency. Also being standardized, what that means is that you could buy a bottle of doTERRA lavender today, and in 3 years' time, you can buy another bottle of doTERRA lavender. There's no such thing as a bad bottle of oil. doTERRA won't sell a batch if it doesn't meet up to their standards, whether that's due to weather or adulteration, or maybe it got sprayed with pesticides or something else came up in the testing. If it's not right, doTERRA won't sell it, and they only sell you the oils that have great chemical profile so that it'll always give you the same consistent result in your body. That's why scientists love doTERRA as well. doTERRA is also used by doctors in hospitals, by health practitioners, by chiropractors. All kinds of people have come on board and decided to work with us, which is amazing. So the last thing, doTERRA is ethical. So this is really, really important, and the heart of why I love doTERRA so much. They have the Healing Hands program and co-impact sourcing, both of which I'll briefly explain to you. So Healing Hands is all about doing good in the community where we source our essential oils. 2/3 of the oils that we source come from third world countries. And so doTERRA does a lot of really great work investing in those communities and improving their lives. They've cut out the middleman. Most essential oils run through a middleman who will add all kinds of things to the oils and on-sell it to aromatherapy companies, and he adds those things to the oils to stretch it and to make more profit. doTERRA has cut out the middleman and gets the oils directly from the farmer. They have helped the farmers in so many different ways, but then they go and build schools and hygiene clinics and baby weighing clinics and all kinds of amazing, amazing support, clean water, all kinds of really amazing things. You can find more information on doTERRA.com if you ever want to look that up. But some of my personal favourites that doTERRA partner with would be Days for Girls. So I was just able to go to doTERRA convention here in Sydney for Australia, New Zealand, our convention, and I got to pack a hygiene kit for a girl who's living in poverty. And what it is it allows her to be able to know about her body during her cycle. And normally she would be excluded from a lot of activities when she has her monthly bleed. And Days for Girls educates these girls and gives them the supplies that they need, in this case a reusable pad kit, to be able to safely, cleanly have their cycle and to still be able to attend school instead of missing 7 days of school every single month. Loads of girls drop out of school because they can't keep up. This helps them to stay in school. It helps with all kinds of things, and I love that program. I was really blessed to be able to put a kit together. If you want to see that a little bit about it, it's just in my Instagram newsfeed, which is at Beck Barlow Coach, all one word. Secondly, co-impacts. I talk about Operation Underground Railroad really quickly. Child sex trafficking is absolutely out of hand, and it's a terrible practice. And Operation Underground Railroad is another charity that doTERRA partners with to help stop child sex trafficking. They fund a lot of their projects in helping to rescue girls and boys from child sex trafficking rings. They help to prosecute those who are responsible for it, and they also help to get the children into care so that they can be rehabilitated and they can heal from the trauma that they have been through. And that's really special as well. So those are just two. There are loads and loads of charities that doTERRA partners with through their Healing Hands program. And so your essential oil purchases help to fund that. The second thing is co-impact sourcing. So co-impact sourcing means that doTERRA makes sure that the farmer is treated fairly, that they're paid on time, that the harvesters and the farmers all work together, that everything is done fairly. And in some cases, doTERRA has been able to help farmers get paid 10 times what they were being paid when there was a middleman involved. doTERRA has exclusive partnerships for 96% of their essential oils. So that means 96% of our oils are not available from the same location, from the same farmer, to any other essential oil company. And that means that doTERRA is able to do a lot of good in these communities. So both of those things are really exciting, and I could just cover that alone in this workshop, but I better move forward for you. So I'm just going to share a video with you, if you can just bear with me for a moment, about our frankincense oil.
What's in this bottle?
Oops.
I say,
I'll just pause it, won't be a sec, sorry. Hopefully you can see that now. We'll just full screen it, and here we go. I'll start again.
What's in this bottle? I say, love. You see, in Somaliland, living is hard and opportunities are scarce, especially for our daughters. But doTERRA saw our devotion to frankincense trees that we've harvested for generations. We formed a partnership, and since then, everything has changed. My husband no longer fears corrupt middlemen or poor harvests because doTERRA guarantees a fair market price as well as prepayments. I no longer dread being harassed while sorting the frankincense resin because doTERRA ensures a safe working environment. But most beautiful of all, my little girl is no longer forced to work next to me because doTERRA has built schoolhouses to empower all of our children. This journey of love doesn't end here. Once I've sorted the purest resin, it's shipped to doTERRA's distillery in Bulgaria, which responsibly employs dozens of local artisans. Unlike other companies, doTERRA uses organic methods of harvesting and distillation to gently preserve the frankincense therapeutic properties. Then the oil makes its way to doTERRA's state-of-the-art lab, where scientists apply the most advanced tests to ensure the oil's purity and potency. doTERRA has even partnered with over 100 research, university, and medical facilities to find the best applications of essential oils. Ultimately, doTERRA does all this because it cares about your family as much as it cares about mine. What's in this bottle? I say love.
Okay, back to this one. So I hope that just helps to solidify what I was saying. doTERRA really is changing lives. There's no other essential oil company like them on the earth. So please just remember that when you are buying oils, oils are not oils, and everything I'm recommending in this workshop is not for any other oil but doTERRA, because I can only confidently tell you about doTERRA. I just don't want anybody to come to any harm. But also I think that people are really, really important, and where we get our essential oils from are really, really important. Okay, so let's get into some practical hints and tips. Thank you for listening all about doTERRA. I was really honoured to be able to share that with you. We're going to get into some hints and tips for, first of all, mood. So does your day look something like this? Is this how your day starts or ends even? Are you not starting out on the right foot? I'm not sure if around the world we have different sayings for this, but these are sort of what we would say in Australia. Some of them might be Aussieisms. Got out of the wrong side of the bed. Do you feel stressed, anxious, maybe some depressed feelings? You just don't want to get started for the day. Maybe then you find that you go out, or maybe you're not even out, maybe you're staying at home, and you start to react over small things and big things too. It's normal to react over big things. But maybe you're reactive, you're not being proactive. Maybe everything is putting you on the back step. Now, what does this do? How does it make you feel? For me, it makes me exhausted. It makes me mentally and physically exhausted. And then by the end of the day, I have trouble getting to sleep. Or sometimes if I do get to sleep, then maybe I'm waking up. So hopefully I'm not alone on this, and some of you have felt this as well. This isn't me, thankfully, anymore. So glad that this isn't me anymore. This is what can really be the beginning of disease in our body. No longer feeling ease in our body is dis-ease. So this really is a starting point for that for us. So what if you could choose to start your day instead like doggy number 2? I know it's a bit corny, but what if you could start your day like this, calm and in tune and ready to take the day on? I hope to be able to help you to do that and to move towards this. This is what I do as a wellness advocate. I help people to move towards their goals. It doesn't want to go to the next slide, so hold that thought. All right, I'll do it manually. So, first of all, I'm going to give you some really practical tips, but we need to be living a wellness lifestyle. We need to be moving towards physical and emotional health. Now, this is not in any one area of our life. It's in lots of areas of our life. So, first of all, we need to be eating right. That's really, really important. We need to make sure we're eating lots of whole, fresh foods as much as possible. We need to make sure we get lots of colours in our diet. Not artificial colours, of course, colours from fruits and vegetables, whole meats, things that are really whole and wholesome, eggs, other beautiful food. We need to make sure that we are moving our body, exercising. We can definitely feel massive benefits in our physical and mental health just when we move. It can be as simple as going for a walk or taking the stairs instead of the elevator. Or it could be, riding your bike from place to place instead of driving. There are so many different ways that we could move our bodies more, and it's a massive stress relief, and it gives us a huge rush of those feel-good hormones like endorphins. Next, we need to rest and manage our stress. So this is what we're going to focus on today. How is your rest at the moment? I'd love for you to give it a score from 1 to 10 in your head. You don't have to say it out loud. And just sit with that and think, how am I dealing with stress at the moment? Or how am I dealing with my emotions? And how is my mood? And how is my sleep? And how well am I resting from day to day? Next is an absolute passion of mine, reducing our toxic load. So what this is talking about is the products that we're exposed to every day. There was a study done and they tested the blood of a baby from the umbilical cord, and that new baby had over 200 not beneficial lifestyle-based chemicals in that blood. Now, this means that we are exposed to so many things. This was either in the mother's placenta or it was in her blood and it passed on to the baby. This is not good, and we can reduce what we are exposed to. Our cleaning chemicals, not good for us at all. They're found in our fat cells. That's our body trying to shield us from the harm that it could do. What else have we got in our life? We've got our toothpaste. We've got our hair care. We've got everything that goes in our mouth, everything that goes on our skin, and everything that we're breathing in. All of this is really important, that it's natural, that it's from nature, and that it's clean. With doTERRA, we're going to be able to overhaul this whole area of our life. I run workshops on this as well. But just know, when you're using the essential oils in the way I'm suggesting for mood and emotions and sleep, you will also be helping your body to be the healthiest possible. And you will also start to see that some damage you may have done to your body in the past, that may change for you. And this will support your body to do what it's meant to do, which is really exciting. Informed self-care. So do you have self-care where you know you need to care for yourself and you know where to go to get that natural support that you need? So that's really, really important. And of course, proactive medical care, getting ourselves looked after by medical practitioners when the time comes, proactively rather than just dealing with things as they come up in our life. So let's crack into mood. It's so important. I don't know if anybody can have a little chuckle at those emoticons, but all four of those can be me before 9 a.m. if I'm not looking after myself. So maintaining a healthy mood is so important for our health. We are holistic beings. That means that there is nothing that happens to us in our mind that doesn't affect our body. So it is so important for our health, and our mood can actually directly impact our health. So a healthy mood can bring about feelings of hope, encouragement, peace, happiness, joy, and it can assist in supporting those physical symptoms that are brought on by stress. I'm sure you can all think of how you feel when you're not feeling a great mood. So feelings can create wellness or can cause disease in our bodies. And that is up to us to do our best in the world that we've been planted in. So smell, this is the best news, almost more than any other sense, has the ability to bring up memories, change moods, or ease tension. And I'm going to explain how our brain works, if you can stick with me for a little bit of science, how our brain works and how our smell comes into this. Our sense of smell is 10,000 times more sensitive than any of the other senses in our body, and the recognition of smell is immediate. Scientifically, when a smell hits your nose, before your brain has even registered what scent it is, you're already having a physical reaction to that scent. It's quite amazing. That's how our brain works. So we're going to talk a lot today about aromatic and topical use. So aromatic use means we are smelling. So we could get a drop of essential oils, put it in our hands, warm it up a little, and just smell it. Nice big deep breaths into your belly. I've already got some oil on my hands that I put on a few minutes ago before we started, and so they still smell amazing. Otherwise, you can have a diffuser. So I've got one just behind me. It's, that side, the white looking little lit up donut shaped thing there. doTERRA sell a wide range of diffusers. The one in the picture there is the pedal diffuser. And it dispenses essential oils as a fine vapor through the air. So essential oils mixed with water into a really fine mist that goes into the air. It doesn't use heat. You can't use essential oils in a humidifier and have the same health benefits. It needs to be a cold mist diffuser or an ultrasonic diffuser. Really important point. This allows the essential oils to be absorbed into our body. But essential oils are unique. So this is where we're moving away from artificial fragrances, other things that you might have to smell or to make your home smell nice. Candles, anything for your body, all of those scents, which I've just mentioned earlier, are really not good for you. Essential oils are unique because they can promote the nervous system to transmit signals to the limbic system in your brain. Now, I'm going to explain this better with an image in a minute, so stay with me. But it's the control center for emotion and memory in your brain. They can enter, being essential oils, can enter the bloodstream through your nasal and respiratory passage. So when you are breathing in those tiny molecules of essential oil, they're actually taken into your system. So the brain might respond to that, and you're going to have an overall systemic effect just from breathing the oils in. So how simple is it to get up in the morning, to put your diffuser on? You're not even thinking about it. The family's not thinking about it, but it's sitting there and having really positive benefits for everybody. Now, for topical use, I'm just going to mention now that we use fractionated coconut oil. So this is a doTERRA product. It's sourced by doTERRA, so it's ethically and sustainably sourced. And it's a coconut oil that stays runny all year round. So you might be from somewhere that's warm all the year round and your coconut oil always stays runny. But here in Australia, in the winter time, our coconut oil will go solid. And that's not ideal when you're trying to apply essential oils to your body. So the fractionated coconut oil is always liquid, and it's really nice and light. It's a beautiful carrier oil to carry those couple of drops of essential oil, a teaspoon or more of essential oil, and it just spreads on the skin. It moisturizes and nourishes your skin, and also you can smell it, and it has benefits through that aromatic use as well. So here's a little bit about the brain. Back to science class. So important, but when we breathe the oils through our nose, it goes up to the olfactory bulb, which is a set of nerves which goes and sends messages to our brain. So when we smell an essential oil, it's having an impact on our brain really quickly. And as we know, the brain then impacts the rest of the body. So here we've got the essential oils triggering that olfactory system, which then goes straight to the limbic system. And that's dealing with the area of the brain that is memory and emotions, hormones, blood pressure, heart rate, attention span. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And it tells you if an aroma is pleasant for you or unpleasant. And often that is linked to a memory. So our sense of smell is the biggest memory trigger that we have. And I'm sure we can all think of a smell that we associate with a person or a situation that we were in. And that's either a positive or a negative. So our brain learns to create really strong associations with feelings and a smell. So the brilliant thing is that if we diffuse essential oils, we practice some gratitude, we wake up on the right side of the bed, and we start to associate that happiness with the essential oil, then when we use the essential oil, we'll feel happier. It's brilliant. Okay, so with doTERRA, if you are new, we've got a couple of kits, and they have some essential oils in them that are specifically about what we're talking about today. So this is our most popular starter kit. Most people get started with the Home Essentials kit. It's got 10 of our top oils in it, plus the diffuser that you need to be sending those essential oils up into the air. And I'll tell you more about it later, but just remember, just till the end of May, doTERRA Australia is giving you 20% off of this kit. And that applies for people in countries like South Africa or the Philippines who can actually order their kit from Australia. And so this makes it a really bargain price because this is already a wholesale price, plus it's already reduced. So don't let me forget to tell you about it more later. But some of the oils in that particular kit that are going to help you with your mood and your emotions, first of all, such a basic oil, but lavender. Lavender essential oil has been known to be calming and soothing for generations, for millennia even. It helps to ease that feeling of tension. So if you're feeling tense, you can just get some of that beautiful carrier oil, that coconut oil, and pop it in your hand, a couple of drops of lavender, and just rub it around where you're feeling that tension. So it could be your neck and your shoulders. It could be over your heart. When you're done rubbing it in, just breathe it in off your hands. And that's going to send that beautiful message directly to your brain to slow your heart and just to calm your breathing, and you'll just feel everything just release and relax. It's amazing as well for sleep. So I haven't brought up sleep yet. I do have some specific sleep tips, but you can add it to bath water and have a bath. You can apply it to your temples if you're feeling stress and tension, back of the neck, bottoms of the feet, and the spine if you're hopping into bed. A couple of drops on your pillow even, and the essential oil would just fly away and make a beautiful smelling bedroom. There is lots of science about essential oils, especially lavender, and what it can do for our nervous system. Absolutely beautiful. Ours is from Bulgaria. It's an amazing quality lavender, and it's giving farmers back their livelihood. A lot of them had moved away from essential oils, and we're farming cheaper crops because there was no profit in essential oils. But 10 years ago, doTERRA started, and they wanted the best lavender in the world. And now these farmers are back to making a really fantastic income doing what they love, creating our gorgeous lavender. And then there's a beautiful after sun soothing spray there. So if you've gotten a bit too much sun and you want to soothe your skin, it's a gorgeous support to red and angry skin there. Next up in the kit that we could use for mood is frankincense. So ours is really unique. Our frankincense is actually from 3 different varieties of the same frankincense tree. So that means that you've got beautiful compounds from 3 different kinds of frankincense trees. The Boswellia, actually 4, sorry, I was thinking 3. It's got, it is 3, sorry, it's Boswellia is the main name, and the 3 sorts are Carteri, Freriana, and Sacra. So I was right, it is 3. And so what this gives is a really unique profile, and basically frankincense is good for everything. If you are we say, if in doubt, get frankincense out. So you could carry this one in your bag and have it on you all day. And if this is the only essential oil you had, you would be doing great. It is so calming and grounding. It's also great to cheer you up. It can help rejuvenate your skin again. So you could add it to your lavender if you're wanting to use it on your skin. It just makes you glow. It is calming and soothing for sleep. It's gentle, so you can use it on little ones and kids and bubbas. Absolutely incredible oil. Really, really good for absolutely everything. I always add it to my diffuser. So I add 4 to 6 drops of whatever oil I want in my diffuser, and it's always at least 2 drops of frankincense and then 4 drops of whatever else I feel like. The reason I do that is frankincense makes every essential oil in our whole range work better. So if you were using lavender to relax and go to sleep, frankincense will amplify that. Or if you're using peppermint to bring focus and awareness, frankincense will make that even stronger. So absolutely incredible oil, and it's got a recipe there for a clay mask. Then we've got another one which is really fantastic for mood, doTERRA's Breathe, or in Australia and Canada it's called Easy Air. So this is also in the top 10 oils in the Home Essentials kit, and it is aimed at breathing and the respiratory system. But it's also wonderful for mood. This is one of my favorite blends, hands down. I could smell it all day. It never smells bad to me. Some oils I cycle in and out of. Sometimes they smell good and other times they don't. And I just accept that's my body telling me I don't need that oil that day. But this oil always smells good. Really great for a great night's sleep because it can help the airways. So if you've got somebody in the family who happens to be a really noisy, snoring sleeper, this really, really helps. And so not only will they sleep better, but you will as well. And it'll probably save you wanting to hurt them. All jokes aside. So yeah, absolutely amazing oil for mood. If you're feeling just overwhelmed and there's too much going on and everybody expects things of you and you start to feel your heart race and you're worried and you're sweating and your palms sweat, this is an incredible oil to just reach for, put a drop in your hands, breathe it in and just feel your breathing slow down. Really powerful oil. And one more I actually didn't put in here today when I was thinking, but it's also in the top 10 oils, so ignore this slide for a minute, is lemon essential oil. Lemon is one of our cheapest oils. It's only $12 Australian for a 15 ml bottle, which has 250 drops in it. And you're just using 1 or 2 drops at a time. So it goes a really long way. But lemon is incredibly uplifting. So if you're feeling grumpy and grouchy and the happiness is not flowing in your family, pop some lemon in your diffuser, such a simple solution. And you could also add some frankincense to that because as you know, I like to add frankincense to everything. All right, so next we've got our mood management kit. So this is a kit that comes not as a starter kit, but once you are started, you can order these as a set, or you can actually get started with it, but it's not officially a starter kit. So I'll explain that a little bit later. But these are 4 oils that are just match made in heaven. I use them all pretty much daily. The oil I've actually still got a little residue of on my hands is Citrus Bliss. So I'm going to explain these oils. If you had these are like your toolkit to manage all of your moods throughout the day and everybody that you love. You'll start putting oils on people. Don't be alarmed. They might be a little bit like, what are you doing to me? But it just shows that you love them and you know they work. And trust me, we all turn into that person where we start to share with other people. We can't help it. So what you may feel, if you see this image, it's wonderful. If you mix these two, then this is the oil that you should go for. So if you're feeling fatigued and you've got no peace, you're not feeling rested, you're not able to rest, and you want to be able to rest, then that's where we reach for Serenity. Or in Australia, it's called Lavender Peace. They're the same blend, different name. It's a blend with lavender, marjoram, vanilla, and some other beautiful, calming, restful essential oils in there. And it's going to be very calming and composing and also great for rest and sleep. If you're feeling fatigued, but you have no passion, and you need to have passion, you need to get some things done, or you need to speak with conviction, then Citrus Bliss is your go-to. It is a mix of citrus and vanilla. It smells delicious. It's, oh, wow, it's just yum. And it's invigorating, it's stimulating, and it's motivating. So it's going to get you moving in your day. If you have no passion, but you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling like you've got a lot you've got to get done, a lot of expectation, then Elevation is beautiful. It's inspiring, it's encouraging, and it's going to cheer you up. And if you're feeling like you've got no peace, but you're also stressed, Balance. I use Balance daily in a self-care practice. I put it on the base of my feet and I run some down my spine. Really, really important that we nurture our stress responses in our body. When we stress, we have really high cortisol, and cortisol is important, but not when we're constantly releasing it and releasing too much of it. Then it starts to cause havoc in our body. It causes us to feel older, to feel achy, to feel constantly out of whack, to feel like we react to things too quickly. to feel like we're having trouble sleeping or staying asleep, to feel fatigued during the day, just to not feel yourself. And so balance proactively is going to really help support all of those things in the body. And I absolutely love it. We go through at least 1 bottle of balance a month for a family of 6. So here we go. Here's wild orange, and you can see there all the beautiful essential oils that are in wild orange. And you can use it. Here's a dish soap recipe, but you just think of orange, bright, happy, uplifting, cheery, just delicious. Elevation, yellow for joy. So what I particularly love about Elevation is that it's got Melissa in it. Now, Melissa is an extremely expensive oil, and it's amazing for our brain. It's got a lot of scientific research on what it's good for, so go have a look. And it is very expensive. And so if you cannot find the cash to get yourself a pure Melissa oil, you can still get the benefits of Melissa in Elevation, this beautiful blend. So really great to know. Really great during yoga as well. Then we've got Balance. So Balance is woody and sweet and fresh. It's very relaxing. It's also great for sleep. It's great if you have anxious feelings. So like I was saying before, I take it proactively. I put it on my feet, I put it on my spine, and I rub it just over the top of my lower back, right where my kidneys are, just to give my adrenal glands some support, because our bodies, when we have a lot of cortisol going on, like I said before, it thinks that there's constantly a threat there that it needs to protect us from. And so what we'll find is that we are constantly having adrenaline pumped into our system, and that can make those adrenal glands very tired until it comes to a point that we can have adrenal fatigue. So Balance is really fantastic for supporting that. It's really good in the car as well if you want everybody to calm down for road trips. And then we've got Serenity or Lavender Peace in Australia. So again, this was the one for sleep. Purple due to its lavender behaviour, but it's got lavender, marjoram, chamomile, Hawaiian sandalwood, ylang ylang, and then a top note of vanilla bean in there. It's absolutely delicious and is so beautiful and calming. It can still be used throughout the day. If you do suffer from anxious feelings and you're feeling overwhelmed, you could even mix a couple of these mood oils together. And there's a beautiful bath salts recipe. If you love to take a bath, you can make your own bath salts using Serenity, or in Australia, Lavender Peace, same thing. So I'm going to give you a couple of tools. We are absolutely cranking through the information. I hope you're still with me. So aromatic dressing, I love this. This is like a 1 to 3 minute little ritual that I do. You could do it twice a day. It is loving on yourself and starting your day off right, but it's also a fantastic way to finish your day. So aromatic dressing just means you get yourself a beautiful little bowl. It can be wooden or ceramic. It can be like a soy sauce type bowl, whatever you can get your hands on. Make it really pretty so that it's just for you. Then all you need to do is pop about a tablespoon of fractionated coconut oil in there and about 5 drops of your favorite essential oil. So in this case, we've got Siberian fir, Litsea, and grapefruit. So a couple of citrus oils and a beautiful fir oil. This is going to be great for the skin, great for circulation. It's going to just make you feel amazing and very cheery, very uplifting. So about 5 drops of the essential oil. You might go 2 Litsea, 2 grapefruit, 1 Siberian fir, for instance. About a tablespoon or 2 of the doTERRA fractionated coconut oil. Mix it in the bowl. Then you start to rub that oil into your feet. You get that nice and warm. You dip back in the bowl as you need, and then start to rub into your calves and just move up your body. And as you're rubbing each part of your body, I love to just have a moment of gratitude. I'm a Christian, so I have a prayer time, and I say thank you to God for this incredible blessing of this body that he's given me. And I actually think of love and grateful thoughts for it, because so often we can be so mean to ourselves, and we can be saying things we don't even hear in our minds. And it can be horrible things about our weight, our shape, our size, our strength, our skin texture, all of the things that we feel pressure on us from the magazines and the television and the movies and everything that's surrounding us on a day-to-day basis. This just helps you to center into your body and to really feel love and gratitude for what you've been given and all the blessings in your life. So as I'm rubbing up my tummy, I think about the 4 beautiful children that my belly has carried. I don't think about, the stretch marks and the wibbly bits. I like to rub the oil around everywhere, especially under my arms, to really support my body where I know there's a great concentration of lymph nodes. Then my arms all the way up. I'm not a big fan of my arms, so I practice a little bit of gratitude that I'm able to lift and carry my kids and all the amazing things I'm able to do. A little bit on my neck, finish off with dabbing some on my face, and then I just sit there and I smell the oil while I finish off. Now that all takes about 2 to 3 minutes, and you will feel amazing, you will smell amazing, and you'll be ready to start your day, and it will carry with you throughout the day. Other people will say how fantastic you smell, and it'll be having amazing cellular benefits in your body. Just one thing to keep in mind: always read the label with doTERRA bottles, and just be careful with citrus oils and going in the sun. They cause your skin to be more sun sensitive. So if you do this with citrus oils, keep it till winter, keep covered up if you do go in the sun. And also always, always, always be diluting your oils at a really great level, so that you are not you're not having just straight essential oil on your skin, which definitely will react with the sun. All right, so that's mood. I hope you found that helpful. I think if everybody just started using those mood oils and the oils in the top 10 kit on a proactive level, did more of their breathing, more of rubbing the oils on, aromatic dressing, your mood is going to greatly, greatly improve through those practices. So sleep. Experts recommend that we get 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night, but so many of us don't. 33% of Americans are not getting enough sleep. It's probably very similar for us all around the world and in Australia as well. 1 in 5 adults experience occasional sleeplessness. It is really scary. Lack of sleep is linked with these health issues. It burdens every organ in your body that needs to then work harder because it didn't have the time to heal and reset overnight. It affects your ability to maintain or lose weight. It's been found that skipping a night of sleep the next day basically makes you a diabetic in your blood sugar levels. So by sleeping, we allow our body to have healthy blood sugar levels. We reduce our reaction time when we're not sleeping properly. So more accidents happen. It affects how we learn. How do we all learn when we're sleepy? We don't learn well at all. We feel and behave differently. It affects our mood. So those 2 things are really interlinked. It affects our cardiovascular system and overall well-being. So sleep is essential to a vibrant life, both for parents and for children as well. For everybody. Everybody needs to sleep really well. So there are some really simple recipes that I have for you to help you with sleep and using doTERRA essential oils. So this first one is using Balance, that blend that we talked about. Serenity with All Lavender Peace, which is yet that other blend. They're both in the mood management kit. And Vetiver. So Vetiver we haven't talked about. It's not in the top 10, but that's okay. Once you've got your account started with doTERRA, you'll be able to order whatever's on your wish list as needed and get it sent straight to your door. So Vetiver is really thick, like honey. It takes a long time to come out of the bottle, and it is sleep magic, absolute magic. I've had so many success stories in my team, and my team is large, and Vetiver changes lives. It's amazing. So this is just 10 drops of balance, 10 drops of serenity or lavender peace, and 5 drops of vetiver in a 10 ml roller bottle. So these are empty glass bottles with a roller top on them that you can get empty pretty easily. You can get them from doTERRA or from different places, and you can fill them up and make your own little blends. Roll on your wrists, on your feet, and on your neck before bedtime, and you will find that your sleep greatly improves. So here are my top tips for sleep. First of all, your wood-based oils. So the oils made from the wood of a tree. Now, often these oils have a brown label, and that's because you think of timber when you think of them. So vetiver, which I just mentioned, sandalwood, cedarwood, frankincense, copaiba. There are loads more oils that doTERRA has. The beautiful thing is, if you don't like a particular oil or a particular scent, or you find a particular oil doesn't quite work for you, we have other choices. So the great thing is it doesn't really matter which ones you pick as long as you pick some oils. So whatever works for you. And if you want to receive some samples from me to try a few things, let me know. Depending where you're located, I may be able to get some little samples to you. But please just trust these oils work, because I've just seen it. I wouldn't have the size team of families' lives being changed that, if it didn't work. There's no way that we would be the biggest essential oil company in the world with over 7 million customers now. So beside the point, but let me know if I can help you in that way. Other relaxing oils for nighttime, which are lovely additions to those base oils, those wood oils, which tend to be very heavy smelling and woody, just like a wood shop. Or fresh cut timber. That's what it reminds me of. Some even remind me of a freshly sharpened pencil because it's got that smell of the timber. You got wild orange, clary sage, ylang ylang, marjoram, lavender. All of those are single oils that we have in our range that you could add to it. Of course, lavender's a big one. And then you've got our beautiful sleepy blends. The blends are already blended for you. So if you don't want to put a blend together, just use the blends that are already created for you. So balance, serenity or lavender peace, a blend that we have called peace, another blend we have called console. These are all tend to be in the blue, purple labels. They're all really calming and relaxing. Manage stress levels throughout the day. This is so important. I see so many people in my business who get home and they have been stressed or busy, overwhelmed all day. And then they want to get home and they just want to relax. And I understand that, but we need to be proactive using the oils to balance our body's cortisol and stress responses through the day. Because if they're out of control during the day, they're going to be much harder to rein in at night. So really important, you carry some oils with you, carry some roller bottles in your bag, use them as you go, use them throughout the day. Take several minutes where you just have a 1 minute stop during the day, roll some oils on your hands or just breathe them in. That's going to really greatly help you relax when you get home. So we pop some thick woody oils on the soles of our feet and put on some socks. That's a great way for the oils to enter your system and for you to start feeling nice and sleepy. And also diffusing some of those calming oils again in your diffuser. All right, so some simple ideas to support your sleep. I've already mentioned number 1, a drop of the woody oil on the soles of your feet when you arrive home for the day. Now, what you're doing with that smell is you're creating a new memory. So you know when you reach for the vetiver or the frankincense and you pop some on your feet, that is time for your body to relax. And the more times you do this, you'll create a routine. And then your body will just know that it's time to relax. Just like a child knows when it's bath time, book time, bedtime, you're going to do the same thing with yourself. So as soon as you open that bottle and you start to smell it, you're going to know that it's time to calm down and relax. Diffuse any combination of 6 relaxing oils for brain benefits. As soon as you get home, get that diffuser going for the whole family. Again, apply a little bit more oil to your feet before you actually go to sleep. So a couple of drops of frank, lavender or vetiver on your feet before bed. And inhale 5 to 10 deep belly breaths from your hands, where you're really filling up your belly and then releasing, filling up your belly, releasing. What that does, actually your exhale as well should be twice as long as your inhale. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, in, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on your out. If you do that 3 times, you are activating a nerve in your body that's very calming. So trying to keep it as light as I can for you on the science. Lifestyle changes. So we need to change some things about our lifestyle as well. We can't just expect the essential oils to do it all. So switch off your devices at least an hour before bed, if not before. If you have phones and things, make sure that you activate that filter so that you don't have blue light shining in your face. Blue light tells us that it's the middle of the day, and things like the laptops, our phones, our iPads, all of our devices, they shine in our eyes and they tell us it's the middle of the day. And that's obviously exactly the opposite of what we want happening in our body just before bedtime. You can also get glasses, which I have a great pair, which block the blue light. And so it just doesn't let the blue light go through and hit your eye. Limit your caffeine. If you are a coffee lover like me, especially after 3 p.m., really stop drinking the coffee. Just switch to herbal teas if you can after that time. If you find it's even still affecting your sleep, you might also need to cut out coffee during the day altogether or reduce it. Once again, managing those feelings of overwhelm throughout the day, supporting your adrenals with balance, just like I said, rubbing it over your back and just massaging it in and just supporting your body to have a gentler response to things that might be happening to you throughout the day. Did you know that the hours of sleep before midnight are worth double the hours of sleep after midnight? So get to bed earlier. If that means you wake up earlier, that's great. But if you can, work with that beautiful circadian rhythm in your body to get as much benefit from the hours of sleep that you do get. So if you normally go to bed at 10, try bringing it back to 9:30 or try bringing it back to 9 o'clock. And just like a child, treat yourself like that beautiful child that you love and create yourself a beautiful bedtime routine. This is an example of a blend that I shared on social media just to help you rest and sleep. So just lavender, wild orange, and balance, 2 drops of each in the diffuser. Really simple. You've got those beautiful base notes, you've got the mid notes, and you've got the top notes. So it's a beautiful mix. All right, so really briefly, I'm not going to cover this a lot because I hope that you decide that you would like to be connected with me more in the future, and therefore you will hear this in different talks. But our Lifelong Vitality Pack also greatly enhances sleep. This is for people who want to feel younger for longer. So this is a supplement pack that I wouldn't be without. I've taken it daily for a really long time. My husband has also joined me in taking it daily. It is one of our most popular products, and it's got a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't feel better by the end of these bottles, you can send them back early and get your money back. So it's got a complex that tops up what we should be getting in our food, but in our modern day food, we are not getting everything that we need. It's got our fish and plant-based omega-3, 6, and 9 oils, and it's also got some essential oils in there that everybody should be having a little bit of every day to help our health. And it's also got a cellular vitality complex, which helps the systems in the body. So it's going to help with sleep, hair, fingernails, skin, our cardiovascular system, our recovery after hard events or hard days, everything that we need to feel better. Okay, so we're down to the business end now. So if you would like to get some essential oils in your life and you feel like doTERRA is it for you, I would love to help you out. I would love to have you as part of my team. The beauty is that I will give you loads of education along the way. So if you feel like any of today did not stick, don't worry. This is recorded, so I can send you the recording. But also, I'm always talking about this stuff in my groups and the places where I offer support for my teams. So let me just start with, first of all, no matter where you're from in the world, you can start with just your empty account, if you like, and you can then choose your own oils for wholesale price. So in Australia, the account is $35. That gives us access to a wholesale account, just like Costco or another wholesale membership for 12 months. And straight away, you can add oils to that very first order, and you get 25% of the oils right away. So that's really awesome. Most of our customers do go wholesale. I very, very rarely sell for the full retail price, just because that $35 becomes free so quickly with a few oils and the difference in price. The second way, which is the most popular way, is to choose a starter kit, and then your $35 is actually free. It's waived. So our biggest selling kit I mentioned before is the Home Essentials kit. It is normally $330 for somebody to get started with doTERRA using the Home Essentials kit. That's Australian dollars, or $275 US. Now, the $35 is free, and the oils and diffuser in this kit are already worth over $500. I think it's somewhere around $564 if you were going to buy all of this retail. But at the moment, it's only until the end of May 2019. So if you're watching this at a different time, I do apologize. But till the end of May 2019, you will get 20% off of most of our starter kits. So this kit, which is worth over $500, actually comes down to $264 Australian. That is an absolute bargain. We have never seen doTERRA discount starter kits before in Australia. So amazing stuff. Amazing. So highly recommend that option. And you've got another few days to chat to me if you would like that. Another great kit is the Emotional Aromatherapy Starter Kit. This one is also 20% off. It comes with 6 beautiful emotional aromatherapy oils, which I didn't cover today, but do very similar things to what we talked about in that mood management kit. These are top shelf oils. These are the highest, rarest, most beautiful oils in these 6 beautiful blends called Motivate, Cheer, Passion, Forgive, Console, and Peace. So this one is marked down. It comes with a diffuser as well. And normally it's $310 to get started with your wholesale account. But at the moment, with that 20% off, it's only $248. So that includes your introductory packet enrollment, which basically means you get your wholesale account with this one as well. Here's the mood management kit that I talked about. So you can get started with it if you want. It's not an actual starter kit. It's $124 if you already have a wholesale account. You would need the $35 enrollment fee as well, separately. And postage included, it's $171.95 all up to your door, Australian dollars. So these are 4 beautiful 15 ml bottles. I would say at the moment, I would probably leave this one and go one of the other enrollment kits just because of that amazing 20% off. Because this one is not a starter or enrollment kit, you will pay the same price next month as you will this month. So I would suggest maybe adding it onto an order later, but completely up to you what you want to do. So why would you want a wholesale account over buying off of a person on the street, a store in the street, off of somebody on Facebook, or ordering off of a friend's account? This is why. you are going to get 25% off for 12 months. You will get wholesale prices. After 12 months, you can choose to renew. It's only $25 to renew. And when you renew, it's just whenever you place the next order after your 12 months is up, you won't get charged it automatically. It'll just be added to your next order. And you get a free peppermint oil. Now, the peppermint is worth more than $25 anyway. So basically, it's just become free. So support and education. I am massive on education. So when you join my team, you will be included in the free classes, workshops, and ongoing education that we provide. You will have access to a VIP support Facebook group. So that's available globally. I already have a global team. So that supports you that way. So you'll never be without somebody to be able to help you if you've got questions. You will get a free welcome ebook. So that's got hundreds of ways to use the oils alone in that ebook by me. You will get a 45-minute complimentary wellness coaching session with me. So this is a time where we will sit down and we will chat about why you decided to get into essential oils and what you want to see in your life, what you want more of, what do you want to feel more of in your life. And I will help you to know how to use what you've got coming in the mail so that you know exactly what to do. Ongoing direct contact and support from me. So when you are in my team, you will be supported by me. Whoever you decide to join with, that is your main support person. So you want to keep that in mind when you decide who you get started with your doTERRA account. You really want to think about that. I really hope that you decide that you want to join with me, or if somebody else has invited you to this call, then please go back to them. But this is some of my team just taken this very last weekend, just a couple of days ago. And these people made the effort from all over Australia to come to Sydney to our convention. So these are not just business builders. Some of these people also just love the essential oils and are customers. So our conventions are for everyone, and they're all about learning, and they're all about connection and community. And I'm still on a major high from this event, if you can't tell. So I would love for you to be a part of my team. I am looking at coming to the Philippines. So I'm looking right now for somebody that I can work with. If you believe that that's you, if you are passionate about natural health, if you would like to help others to reach their natural health goals, if you would like to align yourself with the largest essential oil company in the world and one of the biggest direct selling companies in the world, if you would like to make a difference and partner with me, wow, would that make my day. I love working with people, and I would be so excited to tell you more about it. So I am hoping to come to the Philippines in late June. I am hoping to come possibly to South Africa as well. So if you are from either of those locations and you would like to know more about earning an income with doTERRA, please let me know. I love what I do, and I love helping others to build their businesses as well. Let me just say quickly, I'd love to go back, but I'm not sure if I can. Oh, yes, I can. Beautiful. So with these kits that I spoke about, if you are from South Africa or the Philippines, at the moment you don't have an office open on the ground in your country, but you will very soon. We've had it announced that you will have offices opening in your country very soon. So what you need to do for now is get started by basically enrolling with a global account, what we call a global account, and ordering your product probably from the Australian office, because that is the cheapest way to do it. To do that, I need you to fill out a special form. So if you are interested and you're not from Australia, can you please let me know, and I will get this form to you, because we need to hand the form directly into doTERRA Australia's head office. So that's the most basic way that I can put it. Basically, these oils will be sent to your to an address in Australia, so that then it can be forwarded on to your address either via a mail forwarder, or if you would like to have your oils sent to me, I am happy when I come, if you are happy waiting for them, to bring them over when I come for my trip over. So I hope that all makes sense. Can I be trusted? That's the only thing. I want you to go with your gut on that. I'm not going to convince you that I'm trustworthy. I do have a team of 6,500 wellness advocates, and I would be very, very silly if I was going to do the wrong thing. I'm very easily trackable. So I definitely, that did come to my mind, is that most of you don't know me. But if you do want to do that, that is something we could discuss. Otherwise, we can get your packages forwarded from Australia to your country. And very soon, you will have your own warehouses on the ground in your country. And then your account will switch. Your account will then no longer be Australian. It will be for your country. And you will be able to order directly from your country to your front door. That is coming. So if you want to get in now is a fabulous time to be getting in. So if you feel that you want to turn this into a business, you'll be able to touch and change thousands of lives. You can work closely with me. I work really closely with my leaders. And so if that's you, please let's chat one-on-one. I've got that successful, amazing global team. I've got the blueprint of success and what works. But let me say, the only person who can make this business work is you. You can create financial abundance, get your oils for free. If you want to just take it that far and get your product for free, that's something we can work on. If you'd like to supplement your income, we can do that. If you want to match the income you're currently making or exceed it, in my case, I exceeded my husband's income, and so he gave up his business and was able to come and join me. And it means that our family works together. We all work as a team. He sets up workshops, he posts out packages, he helps me so that I can be available to mentor and build businesses and support my customers the best way that I know how. And I am looking for someone to grow, who wants to grow this into a business from grassroots level in the Philippines and also in South Africa. So maybe you're not interested. Maybe you know somebody who is. I would greatly, greatly honor it if you would give me a referral. Wow, that is just the highest praise ever. So if you feel like that person would connect well with me and you decide to do that, that would be incredible. And I will thank you forever. So let's keep in touch. Leave your details in the comments section. And if you're not on live, you can find me at Beck Barlow Coach is my handle. You can see that down here on Instagram and on Facebook. Just message me if I can help you. Make sure you keep my details. I am here for you to support you every step of the way. If you are already working with someone from doTERRA, if you already have somebody who's caring for you, who has mentioned that they would like you to enroll with them, who has given you samples or supported you in any way, then I'm sure they would love to hear from you. That's the culture that we breed. We always care for those who are already in contact with somebody else. And so, yeah, definitely go back to that person, whoever that might be. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm honoured. And if I can help you at all in any way, please just reach out. I cannot wait, and I will keep you all posted in Messenger when I do set the date in late June for me to come to the Philippines. Thank you so much, and we'll chat again next time. I hope to chat to you soon. See ya.